So the CPD finally finds out that Vaughn did that to Modell. And Vaughn was wrong. He's a sore loser. He mad because Modell beat him up in a fight. That's not a gangster. You don't kill somebody because they win a fist fight. You supposed to go for a rematch if it really bothers you, or just leave it alone. Lil B didn't kill Cole because he was sneak dissing him. He shot him in the leg. Why Vaughn didn't do that to Modell? Why did he have to, hit him in the chest and the back and all that other stuff? That means he was trying to take him out. That's not a reason to take somebody out because they win a fight, a fair fight. Nobody jumped in. And a lot of you guys, they'll be running around calling people gangsters and they be doing weak stuff. That's not gangster. That's a sore loser. And that's why everybody was mad about it. That's why GDs, they wanted Vaughn head on the plate. But he kept getting locked up. That's why he didn't get scraped. That's why Lil B was looking for him, hunting him down. He couldn't catch him. So he caught J Money instead. It's whack to be seeing people putting certain people on a pedestal. And they ain't do nothing gangster yet. Malcolm Stuckey wasn't even the intended target. And he got killed. You understand? They had nothing to do with Boss Trail. And Crack P5, that was J Money's work. Big V from Taekwondo World. Dali, Modell, Fathead. All these people, these guys. Malcolm Stuckey, he was a basketball player and a school janitor. None of them was no gangsters. Vaughn and D-Rose ain't do nothing to no real gangsters. So why are y'all calling them gangsters? They ain't do nothing impressive yet. What have they done? What real risks they've took? Who have they went up against that was on their level? Nobody. So you got a couple guys who's preying on weaker people. That's what they're doing. They're preying on weak people. They pick and choose who to go after. Why Vaughn didn't go after Melly? Why he didn't do nothing to Melly? Melly was dropping all his people. Why he didn't do nothing to him? They avoid the real danger. Why didn't you go after Lil B? Lil B almost killed D-Rose. Hit him in the chest. Put him in the hospital for 2 weeks. He was drinking out of a straw. But then he come out and start dissing Lil B. He made all these videos. Lil B, F Lil B. But he ain't go after him though. He was just talking. But you seen what happened when he ran into him? He was scared of Lil B. They all was scared of Lil B. D-Rose would have been looking for him after Lil B shot him. He wouldn't be making no videos. They avoid the real danger. And they was going around killing innocent people that wasn't even like that. All those people I named, Big V, Modell, P5. He used to sell drugs and make his little money. He wasn't killing nobody. Malcolm Stuckey was a basketball player. And this is who you're giving him credit for? Fathead was a 14-year-old kid. That don't count. None of that counts. So they really don't have no points if you ask me. They wasn't no gangsters. They was avoiding the real danger. They pick and choose who to do what to. I'm tired of your people running around saying, he got 7 points. D-Rose got 5 points. They got no points. 0. Donut. They ain't do nothing to nobody that was a real gangster. Stop putting them on the level as real steppers. They're not. They're rappers. Probably got girls, but that's it. And this guy Vaughn gonna shoot Miles in the back a few times and put him in a wheelchair. Now if that's not savage, reckless, ruthless, then I don't know what is. Because Miles had nothing to do with it. He was a football player. He could have probably made it pro. He would have been a millionaire by now. So Vaughn destroyed his future. And what I was thinking was that why Miles' family didn't put Vaughn in prison? He would have never got the chance to do all that other stuff that you claim he did to other people. You're the ones that saying he got 7 points. They should have stopped him right there in his tracks. But in the hood, they got no snitching. So they will allow, these thugs to go around and drill people and not do anything about it. So what's more important? You following some fake street code or you saving black lives? If that's the case, if you're afraid to snitch, then you shouldn't live in that neighborhood. You need to move far away to where it's nice and quiet, there's nobody's outside, no thugs on the corner, nobody selling drugs. You need to go to a good neighborhood. Because if you want to sit there and allow thugs and criminals to destroy your people and your community, then you shouldn't be there. Because that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. How you going to know this guy done that to your family member and not put him behind bars? Not have Miles go and testify. His family members go and testify. You got people like Vaughn walking around Chicago with 7 points. Allegedly, he got 7 bodies walking back and forth. Nobody turned him in. How does that make sense? If you would have got him off the streets the first time he did that, there wouldn't be no other 6 points. You'd have just had 1 point and that's it. And you'd have been off the streets like D-Rose, C-Day and all of them that's doing 40 years. At the end of the day, this was reckless. It was uncalled for. Miles was not a gangster. Vaughn and D-Rose did a lot of stuff to a lot of people that wasn't even a gangster. They were civilians. Fathead, Dali, Big V, Miles, Malcolm Stuckey, a basketball player and a school janitor. None of them was no gangsters. P5, crack. He just used to hustle and make money. And this is who you look up to? You're calling them gangsters and looking up to them? And he ain't do nothing to no gangster? All he did was shoot civilians? Dally, Malcolm Stuckey, Modell, P5. They ain't no gangsters, man. They ain't do nothing to nobody. They harmless. So that don't count. The only people that was scared of people like Vaughn and D-Rose was people who wasn't no gangsters. No real gangster was scared of them. Them guys on 63rd that was calling Vaughn a serial killer, look at who they were. They was the FBG rappers, man. They the rappers. K.I. was standing up to Vaughn. Based on the tweets, she was standing up to Vaughn. She shot at him and T-Roy. She went over there to O Block looking for them. Whiskey was on his heels. He was scared of Whiskey. He was hiding from Whiskey. After he killed Modell, he started moving different. He was nervous. Lil B definitely would have drilled him if he'd have ran into him. Vaughn should have been taken off the streets a long time ago. As soon as he did that to Modell, Miles' family should have testified. Somebody should have went to court and he'd have been off the streets. He would never been no rapper. He'd have still been in jail right now. At least he would have still been alive, so they would have saved him, to be honest with you. But for some reason, he was avoiding the danger. He was avoiding Melly. He was avoiding Lil B. He was avoiding the real steppers, the killers, the gorillas. At the end of the day, everything is not what you see. Most people are just acting. They're not really like that. They pick and choose who they do what to.